A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with their opponents. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25.
First and 10. McDonald. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
And I think that's a pretty good illustration of why they try to get the football into his hands out of the backfield. That was something else.
And we talk so much from a defensive perspective about scheming and finding ways to take away the run. That means the offense has to devise different ways to get the ball in the hands of their guy out of the backfield. Find open space, let him run, and big things can happen, and they did right there.
And the final tally, as told by Next Gen Stats, he hit 21.5 miles per hour. Whoa. Another first down there as this one goes for 25.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's first and 10 at the 30-yard line.
From the gun, it's McDonald.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Throwing again. McDonald. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. Looking for his running back, and he's got him.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. First and 10 at the 19. A first carry now for Kofrani Muhammad. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
They go play action with McDonald.
That's complete right around the 8. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Throwing is McDonald.
And he's going to be back around the 18-yard line. Randy Gregory in there to bury him for a loss. of a disaster, and now on further. Out of the gun, McDonald. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. It's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for him. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way, so he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it, just move on to the next play.
And this is going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Here's Jackson. It's a 40-yard punt, but they lose yardage on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10.
23-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football. Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. McDonald. Looking left side. He's got it. Complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Dallas Goedert, of course, he'll do well in this stadium. He's got a 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Play action. It's McDonald. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. He was trying to get it into Watkins, but it'll be 2nd down.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Now he dumps this off over the middle, and he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
3rd down.
What's up, guys? Get in there.
A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun. McDonald. This short throw caught by Goddard. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 14 yards there and an Eagle 1st down.
And an Eagle 1st down.
From the gun, McDonald. And his throw here's incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Here's McDonald off of the play fake. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And he fires one that's intercepted. And Xavier Woods with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having.
Oh, Prescott stripped. But get it, he was, and Dallas will maintain possession.
Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered, because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
He'll buy some time right. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after one. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on third down. Now Prescott. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Brandon Graham in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. With it is Jackson. A field flipper there, a 47-yard punt coupled with a loss on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down. Now a man open down the middle of the field. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Deshaun Jackson. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly for 6.
Well, I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
The conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority.
Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Fletcher Cox, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Prescott into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick 6 TD. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
Return. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 21.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
And he's going to be met at the line. Out of scrimmage and taken down.
Nate Gary on the tackle. No gain on the play. It's third.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Prescott from the gun. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That gain on third down, good for 28. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So mark off the yardage for roughing the passer.
And I've seen this before. On a screen pass, not only are you rushing the passer, you're rushing him deeper than normal. And I think a little frustration kicks in at the end. You're going to hit him anyway when you shouldn't. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
Sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
On 1st down, McDonald. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
This time he'll look to throw. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
Okay, what can't Deshaun Jackson do? All right, we know about the catches. We just saw another one there. Also gets involved in the return game. And he can break big plays like that. We've seen him do it throughout his NFL career.
We have. What are you thinking of anything in particular?
Yeah, I'm still remembering a certain Giants punter not following orders, and Deshaun Jackson made that big-time return all the way back for a game winner in that one. I still remember seeing the looks of disbelief on the Giants sideline.
At the 35-yard line.
Here's the option. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
A gain of a yard. And an Eagle 1st down.
2 minutes to play, 1st half. It's 14-0. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun. McDonald over the middle. He's got Watkins. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Throwing on 1st down. McDonald. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Play action. McDonald. That's caught by Jackson. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 11 yards there. 1st down. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the 1st half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this, or he keeps hitting the calculator, but my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
That's complete right around the 8. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A great effort there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front.
His kick is
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here. Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play. And when the defense wins and gets up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
Looking to throw on second down. Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he'll be out right at the 35. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And again, it's Prescott. Got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Cowboys. Cedric Wilson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys cut into that lead. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7.
The score, Eagles 21, Cowboys 7.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one, as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Off the play fake. McDonald throwing the out route and complete. It's Jackson. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
Eagles.
From the gun, McDonald. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he loses the football a 2nd time. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
Offense retains possession.
The fumble on first down. Now here's 2nd down. Operating from the gun, McDonald.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. First and 10. McDonald. Eluding the pressure. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Going to run again here with Pollard. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Buying time was left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost of the defense?
And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack.
A CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
And it appears that this was just a letdown from the offensive line, but they do have a tough job because if you're a big tackle out there on the perimeter, sometimes you don't have the agility to keep up with the defensive end who's looking to wreak havoc in the backfield, and he got there and put his man on the ground.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there.
McDonald. And this is caught by Watkins. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. But forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They'll run with Muhammad. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
37-yard line.
What is
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
From the gun, McDonald. Now he'll escape to his left. Well, there's that man again. It's complete. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Operating from the gun, McDonald. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Jordan Lewis right there on the coverage.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.
To throw on 3rd down, McDonald. Right side caught by Jackson. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Deshaun Jackson, his 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. On design run for their wideout. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. He went backwards 7 yards, setting up a tough 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Prescott. And that will be incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And this ball is going to be touched down just shy of midfield.
Over 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our 2nd half blowout material.
They'll run it. This is Muhammad. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
It sure did, and remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
On 3rd down, McDonald. Goodwin able to haul it in.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards. They'll run on first down. Muhammad. They'll get to him just inside the 15-yard line. And even after that fancy footwork we saw, a good job defensively to recover.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Now an option play on 2nd down.
There's a quick throw right side, and it's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
On first down, Muhammad. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
It's 2nd down.
He'll keep it himself.
They stop short. Down at the 1. Had the great move, but couldn't get it all the way home. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. The Eagles on third down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles.
Quez Watkins.
His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles add on to their lead. And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Cowboys 7. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
CeeDee Lamb is intended target,
but it's going to be 2nd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott.
he goes to Lamb again. This time he's got him.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
At the 49-yard line.
Run for Pollard. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Back at his 48-yard line.
To throw is Prescott. Flush to his right. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
He only got a yard, but that was enough to do the job.
Prescott now. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. A gain of 6 there on first. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. This is Lamb on the end around, and he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Off the play fake, Prescott. Throw right side, taken in by Gallup. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Michael Gallup, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC.
Run after catch. And he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Well, sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Well, they went back to him, but the results were similar, so I highly doubt that he'll get another opportunity here on 3rd and long.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. Able to pick up a dozen yards on the keeper, but now it's 4th down. Here's Cameron Johnston now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Prescott. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
A Cowboy first down there. Prescott to Gallup.
4-yard line.
To the air again, Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Schultz. A gain of 6 there on first. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot.
And Prescott, his third interception. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Stepping up, he'll try and run. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down.
He was brought down by Aldon Smith. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 18-yard line.
So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles, and maybe more importantly, a victory in the division, which always helps.
And on the road. How about all of that rolled up into one? Because how often do you see division games get decided by this much of a margin?
Yeah, they thumped them.
Yeah, they jumped all over them. And a division game is usually a touchdown or less because these two teams know each other better than most teams in the league. In this case, that didn't hold up. On the road, big margin, big victory. Oh, yeah, that flight home will be good.
So for the Eagles, they continue to rack up the victories as this one moves them to 13-2 on the year. And they will head home for next week's contest. That is against Washington. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, it's another loss as they now fall to 4-11. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
explain what I did? Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
Hey, could count on my power, hey, look at my dogs. It was way back then, could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. Ay, how did the lady go miss? Ay, her she was magic, she mixed. Met her at one of the functions, we caught her the rhythm, she caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked it.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked. Can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I does. Wait. Need a light here just to catch my buzz. Need Sprite here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's broke to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. She gon' put it on me, that's a lot of it. 4 coops, 4 seasons, drop the top a bit. Bust down, but my wrist, time to talk a lot of. I got both my girls head to toe designer. Drip. Little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. West LA, that where you find me though. Cha-cha macha with a rockin' black clothes. Whippin' around that Batmobile, duckin' 5-0. If you step to me, then be prepared for smoke, lil' bro. Let me feel myself a little bit. Let me blow this down a little bit. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit.